Were you surprised that the state of emergency passed so easily in the National Assembly?
I was not surprised because I know the leadership is corrupt. I have no apologies about that. And they could do anything. And the Senate President is known actually to be having those type of character, even when he was a governor.
Reports that when Akpabio was a governor, he was corrupt.
He was corrupt. Not only he was corrupt, but he was also in the habit of abusing, women.
Atiku don't break the remaining table where you mean. Like the table where they manage the leg. Atiku just carry on like this, boy, spoil everything. Let me now see how Akpabio is going to punish Atiku for saying this. Atiku himself came out to say that Akpabio is corrupt when he was a governor, and not only that he is used to abusing women. Wow, this is a very huge one coming from Akpabio. I mean, this is something that they have been trying to find a way to close. And it is even the major issue that brought the crash that Obieze and Senator Nwebonyi had yesterday. It is because of this Senator Natasha's issue. Yes, that was why they had the crash. Now, Atiku has come to expose everything. Guys, this is the same man, the same Senator Akpabio that Nwebonyi is trying all he can just to defend. I'm going to show you a video of where he said that nothing of such happened that night. That night Senator Natasha was alluding that Senator Akpabio harassed her, that she was there with them all through the night and the following morning, and there's nothing of such that happened. Guys, just
you have, Ezekwesili and all other issues. Are you concerned about that?
Well, the fact is that I'm one of those senators that have been supporting women emancipation and women participation in politics. But like I said on Arise in Lagos last time, the attitude of Senator Natasha and some of her cohorts in trying to prove the impossible may not help Nigerian women, in politics. Because nobody, no man, as I speak to you, I'm a very open person, no man will be willing or bold enough to appoint a woman to be close to her in the office because of likelihood of raising false alarm, just like Senator Natasha. And that goes to the past of Senator Natasha. This is the same woman.
You're concluding there's a false alarm.
It's a false alarm. It's complete falsehood. Because I was there on the alleged date of 8th day of December 2023, when the alleged sexual harassment took place. I drove with Senator Natasha. I was the closest person to Senator Natasha because the husband is my friend. We drove in the same vehicle from Victor International Airport to the house of the Senate President. I was on the front seat while Natasha and her husband was at the back seat. When we go to the house of the Senate President, we were entertained by the Senate President with the wife and the children, with over 20 senators. There was never a time the Senate President harassed the Senator Natasha sexually. That is just my annoyance. I was there till the end of the day. At 12 midnight, we all sang Bedo's song, in honor of the Senate President. And at the very end, I drove in the same vehicle with Senator Natasha and her husband back to 4 Points Hotel, Ikotekbene. There was no iota of sexual harassment either from the Senate President or from any other person.
So you were with them all of 24 hours?
True.
24 hours of the day?
True. In the morning, I woke up with the husband. We had a walk around the hotel. There was no such issue. On the following day, she made a tweet in Twitter commending the Senate President, thanking all the Senate, because she was about 2 months old. She was even afraid of coming to the Senate President. She was very new in the Senate, so she was still learning the ground. So that's why when I speak on top of my voice.
Even
because
the
this is
hands, even the holding
there
of hands.
was nothing like that. There was.
She did say they walked ahead of others. Were you also there when they walked ahead of others?
I was there. She was always with her husband, holding hands with her husband. And let me ask you, who is that man that will toast another person's wife in the presence of the husband? In your family house. When you want to cook up lies that are believable.
Are you saying it's impossible, totally impossible? That
is it not that it is impossible, it's just that it never happened. And she knows that. Let me tell you. Do you know the cause of this false allegation? Because she lost a committee chairman on local content, which she may, for her reasons, very comfortable with. And she called another senator, telling the senator that she should tell the Senate President that if you fail to return her at Chairman Senate Committee on Local Content, that she's going to cook up an allegation against the Senate President. And this is what is happening.
So you're saying this is a cooked up, contrived...
It goes without saying.
All right.
Now, let me tell you why. Has she been able to controvert this, my narration, as to what happened on 8th of December 2023?
Does anybody come prepared for sexual harassment?
Pardon?
Does anybody come prepared? A woman, for example, if you were to sexually harass me,
yes,
are you saying that I would know beforehand that you had such plans?
Let
and so I should have some kind of,
somebody
device
at your level,
to record the
somebody
situation?
at your level,
Yes.
let alone a senator. Nobody can harass you sexually in public. Nobody. A sitting senator that should be speaking for the right of the younger generation. How can, there are things we cannot contemplate.
You speak like senators
That's
are not
interesting.
humans.
Who will harass a senator?
But let me ask.
And what did you do? And why did you wait until almost 2 years later? It's only when your committee was changed that you remember that you were sexually harassed. He didn't report to the police. He didn't report to the committee. He didn't report to me, your husband's friend, that was with you that night, that was with you the following day. For 3 days, I was
Senator
with you.
Nwebonyi.
We'll
Senator
see how that
Nwebonyi.
goes, Anka, but I have a question. I mean, Ngozi had earlier raised public perception, particularly for women and the Nigerian Senate. And we've heard a lot of senators speak out about how this particular controversial matter has put a dent to the image of this Nigerian Senate.
He has not put a dent
but
on the
your
image
colleagues,
of the Senate. He has put a dent on the image of the blackmailer, Senator Natasha.
But
let's keep Lagos straight.
Senator
How can you say put a dent on the Senate?
Senator
For what?
Nwebonyi, it is not my
In
words.
which way have we erred? Have we breached our rules?
Senator Nwebonyi,
That's
these are not my words.
you've not given her fair hearing.
It's
When
not
she was
about fair
invited,
hearing.
when she was invited twice to come and prove her case, and she absconded.
Deputy Chief Whip, you've
On
not,
this-
you've not heard my
Respond
question.
to
You
this.
haven't
Go ahead.
heard my question.
Go ahead.
And these are not my words.
Yeah.
We can play the tape for you.
Yeah.
A lot of senators have spoken to say this was a very trivial matter that escalated and has put a dent on the Senate's...
What type of dent?
I don't know. I mean, it's controversial.
What type of
it's
dent?
It's your colleagues
that
that are set up.
that a
But
habitual
let me-
liar
the question
is
here
lying
is-
against the presiding officer, and they expect us to keep our mouth shut.
Deputy Chief Whip.
We
So
can't
you
do
are
that.
not in any way concerned about public perception of the Nigerian Senate at the moment.
I'm not concerned at all
At
because
all.
we're doing our job.
Not even the
We're
perception.
doing our job.
Not even the perception, distinguished senator, that
All these things are being
maybe-
framed by the opposition. Can't you see
hold
them?
on. We
Can't
have
you
to
see
wrap
people
this.
behind it?
Aren't you concerned too that the world may be looking at Nigerian men as condescending
It's
and
not true.
bullying of Nigerian
It's
women?
not true. We have replied her. She went to BBC. I replied them on BBC, and they have the facts. Anywhere she has gone, I've replied her, following her up to clear the coast and let the world know.
Some Nigerians are asking for disciplinary action against you based on today's
Based on what?
outburst. Yes.
Based on what? They should first ask for disciplinary action against Ezekwesili for asking me to shut up my mouth,
All right,
for saying that I'm a disgrace to the Senate. Let them discipline her first.
Okay.
We'll have to leave it there. Senator Onyekachi Nwebonyi is Deputy Whip of the Senate. Thank you for joining us.
God bless you.
on News
Thank
Night.
you.
But I expect you to protect the truth.
For saying that as a senator or as a woman in higher position that you cannot be sexually harassed, that is very, very false. That is not true. Once there is a man that is above you, that is higher than you in that rank, he can sexually so there is no limit or there is no rank that you attain as a woman that you will avoid or escape harassment. That is why I say that this issue is supposed to affect every woman. In fact, every woman empower more, because if everybody supports all these things to be swept under the carpet, that means it may get to your turn one day and nobody will support you. They will say the same thing they said to Natasha, that nobody can harass you as long as you're a woman in power. And also saying that he was there all through and nothing of such happened. Okay, if truly the Senate president did what he has been accused of, will he come and do it in the presence of Senator Nwebonyi? Or is Senator Nwebonyi saying that all through that night or all through their stay together, that he was just acting as a bodyguard to the Senator Natasha, that you see what he said, that he was there all through the time, that nothing of such happened, as if if there is a time that he excused himself or something, that it will just take a minute, because according to Natasha, he said it with his mouth. He didn't act upon it. He just told him. So this thing can literally take like 30 seconds to happen, or less than 1 minute. And maybe that time nobody was around. She even said that the husband is around, but he's at the back. So he just seized the opportunity, according to Senator Natasha, to say what he has to say. So this thing it can happen. It can happen, and women know this. Even most men know this, because you know that to say this kind of thing, it won't even take you time. So all this one that he has not seen evidence, he's just trying to protect the Senate president at all costs. It's screaming so fake, like it's screaming like someone that just, and the fact that you're also a senator, I mean a lawmaker, you're not even supposed to side with someone. These are people that is even supposed to investigate this case. But when they are the ones that are already concluding without any form of observation or anything done, they have already concluded that Senator Akpabio did not do this, then it's just a lost cause. There's nothing that Senator Natasha will say. Even if she has voice recording, there will still be a way for them to say that it was manipulated, it was doctored. So if you look at this case, you just see that so many people are just against this woman. They're just trying to shut her up, and by all means. So anybody that now tries to come and support her, just like Obiekwe did, it will just end up the same way. You will either end up being insulted, or something being tagged to your name, something like that. So guys, this case is just so tiring. I'm telling you. I don't know how Senator Natasha is going to come out of this, but let's just wait and see. Guys, please share your opinion in the comment section, like and share this video, and subscribe to our channel if you have not. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.